What is it like right now in that locker room to have her back with y'all?
Feels great. Feels real good having D back. I mean, it looks like she hasn't skipped a beat. She was coming off them pick and rolls, knocking that three down. I mean, she was doing it all tonight. So it's just good. Anytime you have, your top star player on the court like that, it just makes everything easier.
And for you guys, especially for what you guys were able to do defensively for a good chunk of that second half, it kind of seems like you guys played one of your more complete games tonight, not just offensively, but defensively too. Is that kind of everybody getting back together, getting D out there to kind of gel everything?
Yeah. And then this past week, we really got after it. Got to give credit to the coaching staff. They took us back to training camp this week before this game. I hope there's no more weeks before our next game. But we were getting after it, and defense was a big part of it. So just working on the defensive end, and I think tonight we were able to bring practice to the game.
Next up is Doug Feinberg with the Associated Press, followed by Jeff Metcalf.
Hey, BG.
Hey.
How
Dougie.
big is this next couple weeks for you going to the Olympic break? I mean, everyone's around the same right now. There's probably 6 teams within a game of each other. How big is it to be on a roll going into the Olympic break for you guys?
Feels good. I mean, we got 3 of us going. So for us, just getting on a roll and getting there, that'll be good. And just keep it going there, bring that energy back when we come back, all of us.
Thanks, BG.
Thank you.
Next up is Jeff Metcalf with the Arizona Republic, followed by Danny Thompson.
When you look at these 3 games against the Sparks, it kind of shows the progress and the difference, from a close loss, a win, and then, maybe even a more comfortable win today than in the second game. What do you think across these 3 games? What do you see as the progress of your team? Just reflecting on that little 3-game stretch.
Yeah, I mean, we responded. First game, they smacked us in the face. Second game, a little bit better, and then this game was definitely a better feeling on a win. So we were able to take practice after those first 2 games, see what they were doing, and then apply it, so it was nice. It wasn't like we went out there and we forgot what they did, so that was good to stay professional and stay, locked in.
Also, there were some times in the second quarter, late second quarter and early third quarter when it was still tied. And it seemed like after some timeouts, you guys came in and you could see kind of the extra poise that Taurasi would bring, either a pass to you, a breakout to Turner, just things that you could really see the difference she makes just beyond the scoring.
Yeah, I mean, her basketball IQ is through the roof. So, she just sees the floor, court awareness. She was getting some of those passes up we would get a board, kick it to D, and she would just launch it right to him. And her making plays like that, that's energy, That's energy, and that's a quick bucket that we can get, and not have to work too hard for it. She just finds the right person, makes different calls, before a play. She'll say, "Hey, let's look at this," and then we go get it. The back door for the layup, Sky got the layup and foul, got the and-1. And she told us to look for that right before that play. There's different things like that she does throughout the course of the game that just helps us.
Next up is Danny Thompson with a 3-point conversion, and we'll finish with Alex Simon again with the next.
BG, Danny Thompson with a 3-point conversion. Great win, and even better shirt, by the way. Question about exactly, classic. But question about Diana's return. The third quarter, Diana scores 11 points in the offensive end, but then it seems like every time she would get a basket, the defensive intensity turned up. Mm-hmm. Does when Diana goes on runs like that, does that make you and the rest of the team just pick up that defensive effort, knowing that Diana is knocking down almost everything on the other side?
Definitely. I mean, we're not going to leave her on the island and let her just be hype on defense without us. Like it definitely makes us want to get back on offense. Everybody wants to play offense. So, it definitely gets us going. And I think our zone looked really, really good tonight. that we threw in there. So, that was a good change.
And you mentioned the fact that the last week it felt like training camp. After the kind of stretch you had before, do you feel like that nice training camp atmosphere was like a reset to your entire season, especially the way you guys were playing up until the break?
Yeah, I mean, that was a good reset. I don't want to go back to training camp anymore, so hopefully we just keep it steam rolling.
Our last question will be with Alex Simon.
Yeah, BG, just one more. When you hear 9,000 points, you have more than 4,000 in the league, but 9,000 it's pretty absurd that she's been able to get that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Like, we joke around and say, "Oh, you're old, so you got it," but no, she is old, but she worked hard every single year, and it's just amazing that she has 9,000 points. Like that. I don't think people understand how crazy that is. This is the GOAT that's still playing right now, still adding to that 9,000. So who knows when she finally says it's done, what it'll be then.
Thank you for the time, BG.
Thank you. I just want to reiterate, she's old.